everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm the City Witch. So today's video is just a really short one to give you 3 really simple generic love spells that you can do yourselves really easily. So the first love spell is going to be what we call universal ordering, and this is really easy. This is where you make a request of the universe for something and then you free the energy and just let it manifest without thinking too much about it. I've had great success with that spell and I thought it'd be a really nice one to share. The second spell is going to be a very simple love binding. So this is something you can do for when you want to draw somebody into your life that you have a crush on or that you're attracted to. Now, don't worry too much about the word binding because it's not about physically binding them to you. It's about drawing them into your life, and then it's up to you to seduce them. So you're not forcing them or going against their will at all. If you don't have a specific person in mind, you can simply ask for an ideal partner, which is what I prefer to do in that situation. And then the last spell I'm going to show you is a really nice, simple self-love spell that you can cast involving water and a candle. So let's get started, guys. So the first one I'm going to show you is the universal ordering one. So I'm going to recommend that you get something like this, and that you also get a fireproof container because you're going to be burning this when you're done. So this is going to represent your ideal partner. Now, all you need for this is something that represents a human-ish kind of person. So I've gone for this. These were a pack of 20 from a kids craft store for £1, so not expensive at all. And this is going to represent my ideal partner. And what I want you to do on the head of the figure, just write my ideal partner. So again, not focusing on names or anything. Now, make sure you leave a little bit of a gap because you're going to sign it at the end. Now, drawing anywhere else on this, you can do both sides if you wanted. You're just going to fill it with qualities about a partner that you desire. So things like, for example, loyalty, respect, stable career, no baggage, attractive, good with kids, let's see what else, sexual, intelligent, romantic. So there's just a few examples, but you can pretty much write on here whatever you want, guys. Just fill it to the brim with all the qualities you like of a partner. Try not to get too specific with things like height, skin colour, eye colour, hair colour, all that kind of jazz. You could maybe put, for example, if you prefer someone toned, someone who's fit or likes to take care of themselves, someone who likes to, fine wine and dine their partners or likes the, better things in life. There are, things you can put on here that kind of refine the kind of person that would be attracted, but don't make it too specific because then you make it more difficult for the universe to make this happen. And of course, it's going to take longer to manifest. Once you've wrote all your qualities down, under that gap I told you to leave on the head, just sign it. Now, signing it is the tag lock for you. So what you're doing is you're signing your name and tag locking this to happen for you in your life. And then all you're going to do is you're going to burn it. So as this is quite big and my cauldron is small for this one, I'm going to fold him up in order to make him a little bit more manageable for burning. And then all I'm going to do is set fire to him. And what I'm doing by setting fire to him is fire is a fast-acting element. So all I'm doing is asking the element of fire to manifest this for me in a really positive way. And I'm concentrating on the element of fire, bringing this person into my life. And as the element of fire is fast action, it's strength, it's courage, and it's sexuality, and it's passion, and it's desire. I'm concentrating on those things as this is burning. And then I simply say at the end, let my spell not reverse nor place upon me any curse. As I will it, so shall it be. So nice and simple, guys. And when this is burned enough, you can just pop the lid on to snuff it out. I usually like the flames to go out on their own like that. And then I just leave that to cool down, and then I would bury the remains in the earth. The earth is a good element of growth, of stability, and of manifesting in your life things that you want to stay. Now, if you don't want to use the element of earth, or you've got nowhere to bury it on, you can also use water. Water is the element of emotion, so you can sprinkle that into running water and send it on its way and just wait for it to manifest. Now, timeline for manifestation for this one, I've had good results within the space of a year. So if you've been single for quite a long time and you're desperate for a partner, this might not be the right one for you, but the kind of partners it does bring into your life are usually quite stable, fulfilling, and long-lasting relationships. So if you're willing to wait, it's worth it, guys. So moving on to the next spell, just move those out the way. So the next spell I'm going to show you is a love binding one. Now, all you're going to need is a piece of string. I've chosen to use pink, but you can also, oops, that snapped. I'll get a better one, there we go. So I'm using pink, but you can also use red if you want. Should be happy, positive colours that you choose to use. Then 2 sheets of paper. And then I like to use something like this. Now, you don't have to use something like this, but I think these are brilliant for when you want to manifest something or create a charm and charge it, because you can anoint the candles and then you can place your charm in the middle and you can sprinkle some herbs on top, some salts and things, and then you can let this charge. And then when you're done with it, I tend to bury all the remains in the earth to manifest my spell. So, one of the things you're going to need is some kind of an oil. Now, this is one of the ones I recommend, and it is Venus oil. Now, you can buy this online really cheaply. This cost me about £1.50. It's made by a local practitioner, and I really like her stuff, so I tend to buy from her a lot. You can also use rose essential oil. This is a little bit more expensive, guys, but it is accessible. If you don't have any of these, then just use moon water, and I do have another video on that. And all I would recommend doing is taking a little splash and then place that on each of the candles, anointing them with the energies of love. And then you're going to take your 2 pieces of paper and you're going to write your name on one. So I'm not going to write my real name for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to scribble, but write your name. And then on the next piece of paper, if you have someone you're attracted to, as I say, like a crush, you can write the crush on there. But if you're uncomfortable doing that, maybe just write ideal partner or soulmate or twin flame, something along those lines. And you're not putting any details on this, guys, you're leaving it really generic. Then place the 2 pieces of paper together and then fold, so you end up with a lovely little parcel like that. And then you're going to take your string. Now, the number for love is 6. So all you're going to do is leaving yourself a gap. Can you see that, guys? I'm leaving a nice gap. Just wrap 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when you're done, you're just going to tie the ends off really simply into a nice bow or a little knot, just to seal this together. Again, nothing fancy, just something really simple. And then once you're done, what I like to do is take a moment with this. So I usually sit and meditate with it, or you can breathe on it, putting your desires into it. You can also place it into your receiving hand and the power hand over the top. And then you can call upon the energies that you desire in a partner, or you can think about the person that you're attracted to, how they make you feel. Let yourself blush and go all, you know, lovey-dovey, bringing all the right energies in. Then I place it in the centre, like so. And I like to add some pink Himalayan salt. So this is my pink Himalayan salt. And pink Himalayan salt is really good for love spells and protecting love spells. It's good for manifestation, wish granting, and cleansing and healing. So it's got all good qualities inside it. So I like to add some there. As I say, to layer your magic, you can also add sigils to this. You can add some rose petals. And then once you're done, I like to place this on a pink cloth, light my candles, and leave the candles to charge. When I'm doing this, I'm thinking about the element of fire. Again, the element of fire, it's really good for fast manifestation. It's really good for wish granting, and it's really good for adding passion, energy, and action into your spells. So I often sit like this when my hands are surrounding my spell. I concentrate on it, imbuing it with the energies of fire, and I simply say a statement like, as these candles burn down, may this charm be charged with positive energies for love, sexuality, action, passion and desire. Blessed be. And then I wait for those to burn down, and then when it's done, I take this centerpiece with all the herbs that I've popped on the middle, and I'll take this outside and bury it, and I'll ask the earth to grow this spell and manifest it into my life and make it prosperous and stable. And that's it, guys. So nice and simple. So moving on to the next spell, you're going to need a bowl, you're going to need a glass of water, you're going to need a floating candle, and I've got this beautiful heart one here, and you're going to need a carver. And what you're going to do is you're going to carve your name into the candle. And this is self-love spell, guys, so by carving your name into it, what you're doing is you are essentially connecting this candle to you. And then again, using one of the oils I showed you before, I anoint it, and then I sit for a moment with the candle in my hands, and I think about all the things that I want the candle to be imbued with. So this is where you're charging and enchanting the candle to do its job. So in this moment, as I'm actually going to do this spell, and I have actually carved my name on this candle, I'm going to say that I would like this candle to release energies of self-love and self-worth, to help me recognise those around me that love me and to receive that loving energy, to spend more quality time with myself, doing the things I love, enjoying a bit of downtime from my career, and making sure that I spend quality time on myself, that I eat healthily, and I take care of myself much better than I have been lately. Blessed be. So nice and simple, it doesn't have to rhyme or anything along those lines. Then you're going to take your water and pour it into your bowl. Now, I've used moon water for this, guys, which is really good for the right energies. Light your candle. There we go, guys. I did eventually get it to light. So there we go. And what I would do is just leave this to let the water do its job. Water is an excellent element for emotion, so love, commitment, desire. It's really good for devotion and really good for self-love and self-worth as well. So I've used the element of water for that one, and again I've just let the candle burn down naturally, not putting it out. As it's on a bed of water, you know it's safe, so you can leave this overnight if you so chose, which I often do when I do this spell. Now if you don't have a floating candle to do this with, a little heart candle is fine. You can do it with a little mini red candle as well, and what I do is leave it in a bowl on a bed of salt, so probably pink Himalayan salt because it is the salt of love. You can also use sugar as well. Sugar is an excellent ingredient for self-love, self-worth, and attracting good positive energies into your life, so that's also an option, guys, and you can mix in some herbs to that as well. So that's the 3 really simple love spells. So hope you like them all, and yeah, let me know if you cast any and if you get any results from them. So happy Valentine's Day, guys, for 2020. I wish you all the very best in love and romance. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, just give me that all important thumbs up and click the subscribe button so that you are informed about my next videos. And yeah, that's it really, guys. If you'd like to follow me on any of my social media, it's all in the description of this video. And thank you very much. I'll speak to you all soon. Be good to each other. Blessed be.